All right, have you ever looked at the outside of a house and you've seen a dryer vent that's plastic or a really thin piece of aluminum or sheet metal and it's just bent up and it just kind of looks like a piece of junk? Well, I have too, but I found a cool product today that I'm going to show you that we were able to put on this house here, and I want to show you what it is because it's a really nice looking product. So today on the Real Property Show, we're going to show you dryer vent covers, maybe some other exhaust vent covers, and some intakes that you can have on the outside of your house. So let's get started. All right, so right behind me, this is an intake vent. It's actually just a 4-inch intake that you can see here. This product is made by InOvate. I'm gonna pull this thing off and I wanna show you how this is put together. So this is 22 gauge steel that is actually, I think it's galvanum steel, and it's powder coated. And the cool thing is these things come in, I think they're white, brown, and black. The intakes are only in 4-inch, but they do have the exhaust ones in a 6-inch. So you can use those for your a lot of your stove exhaust. And these are great for small intakes, maybe some makeup air potentially. And then your 4 inches are great for bath fans and also for your dryer vents. So the way these things are set up, they're pretty slick because they actually go inside of a 4-inch duct. So we ran zip on this house, and you can see right here that the actual solid rigid 4-inch duct is stuck out 1.25 inches. So 1/4 inch of rain screen plus a 5/4 hardy block. And then we leave it just a little short, maybe like 1 1/8 inches. And then this just sticks right into it. So you can put this in and finish everything, waterproof it nice and tight, put your liquid flash all the way around that penetration where that duct's at, and then even do any more, you want some stretch tape or whatever. And then when you're all said and done, it's nice and watertight already. You just take that thing and push it right in there. And if you want, you can caulk the top and the 2 sides, and you got a nice connection there. It works out really well. So the other thing with these vents is this is the intake. You can see here, they have it's like a padded magnet right here. And this one I got on freshvent.com is where you can find these. And bettervent.com has them as well. So these are magnets, but they're also kind of have some sound to where they don't slap or make a lot of noise because they're kind of a soft material. They also have this right here, this actual 1/4 inch mesh that's in here. And this is, if you look here, there's 2 screws right here that come out, and that actually allows you to open this up and replace this mesh if it was ever damaged. So it's a cool product, and again, they're white. They come in white, black, or brown. And then you can get custom colors too if you order. I think it's like 30 or so. So if you had a bigger project, you could get those. But they're pretty slick. And then I'll show you the dryer vent here in a second. But this is as easy how these go in. Just take them right here, just push them in like that, and then you would caulk that in, caulk it on the top, caulk it here, on top of your mounting block, and that's it. So over here, I'll show you this one. So these are we had a bunch of penetrations here. We tried to get them all in the same spot. So what these are the exhaust vents. So this one's actually for the crawl space, but we got a bath fan, another bath fan, and then the laundry over there for the dryer. And these are the same setup. 4-inch, this is for a 4-inch. It slides right in just like I showed you there on the other one. And they have the same drip edge you can see here. And then they also have, this blows open. So you need to be about 80 CFM on your fan minimum in order to activate this, because it has these are magnets right here, and they're made of kind of a soft material as well. So it keeps them from slapping really hard. So I did have a little bit, when we had some really strong winds out here, I could hear these moving a little bit. So it may be something where you could get a little bit stronger magnet potentially, but that's going to depend on the CFM of that fan. So if you're in a really high wind area, could be a little bit of a concern just with it flapping the way it does, but it's a really clean look. As you can see up here, it's flat, and it's a good finish. It's going to last. This house is actually white, so we wanted to pick white. So we're not actually going to paint these. We're going to wait to caulk these and put them in until after the painter's done. So we'll pull these off when the painter gets here. He'll paint his thing, or paint everything, and then we'll go ahead and then slide them in and caulk them on there after that. So We may end up painting that caulking on the side, but that'll be how these will get taken care of. And you can see on this one too, it's got the screws in the bottom here as well. So you can slide mesh in these if you would like them to have mesh in them. So that's another option to do that. So you can see where these other screws are at in here. So, and this is where you'd actually mount this here to the block, the screws that are in that right there. So it doesn't just stick in like that and you caulk it. You actually have a fastener that runs through right there to make that connection. All right, so we're gonna look now at the exhaust vent for the kitchen hood. So this is a 6-inch. So in comparison to that 4-inch, it's the exact same design. So you just work it, it's a little probably stuck in there a little bit more than the other one. There we go. Pops right out. Exact same design. This one actually has some mesh in it. You can see that on the back, but it's got the same setup. You got some magnets here. You got the where you put your fasteners in to anchor that in. And then you got a flap here. So you got to have I don't know what the CFM on this one is, but it's definitely more than 80 to open this up. So you're typically going to be maybe 200, 400 or more on a kitchen hood vent as far as the CFM. And then this just slides right in like the other one. This duct will be back 1/8 of an inch right here. So that way when we push this back in, it doesn't hit this duct. It's going to hit the block first, and then we'll be able to caulk it in. It'll fit flush to the block and be able to caulk it in. So you can see in here, this is a 6-inch hole. We just put it right through the wall. It's not going anywhere yet inside. And then we got the head flashing here. It has a 1/4-inch gap on top. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video here, learn a little bit about these intake and exhaust vents by InOvate. You can find them at freshvent.com and dryervent.com. And I think you can buy them on betterventing.com, I think is what it is. But cool product. So if you are interested in building a custom home, maybe a custom ADU, or doing a whole house remodeling project, reach out to us at freemansconstruction.com. And if you're interested in buying or selling your home or land, you can go to our real estate company's website at freemansrealty.com. We'd love to hear from you. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.